Last minute bombshell! Believe it or not, Arsenal is currently in talks to sign Raheem Sterling following an unexpected move by Chelsea this morning. Meanwhile, Gaspar has responded to the sale of Aaron Ramsdale to Southampton by confirming a surprise replacement on the final day of the transfer window. And Kingsley Coman could arrive before the deadline, especially after the recent statement from the player's agent. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal have a big call to make as transfer deadline day looms, and it's all about Raheem Sterling. Mikel Arteta and Gaspar are likely weighing their options regarding the possibility of bringing Sterling to the Emirates. After being informed that his time at Stamford Bridge is up, Arsenal have emerged as a potential destination for the winger. At 29, Sterling is no longer part of Chelsea's plans, leaving him to find a new home, and Arsenal could be the place where he gets a fresh start. Arsenal discussed Raheem Sterling amid Chelsea ultimatum. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has just shared some inside info. Arsenal are quietly considering a move for Raheem Sterling. He posted on X saying, "Arsenal are having internal discussions about Raheem Sterling after the opportunity was presented again this morning. Chelsea are eager to sort out Sterling's future, as he won't be part of the squad if he stays," according to Enzo Maresca. Sterling is currently weighing his options and will make a decision soon. On the other side, Chelsea have been clear with the 82 cap England international about where he stands. Journalist Kieran Gill posted on X saying, "Raheem Sterling's options are either staying at Chelsea or making a move to Arsenal. It's a 50-50th situation right now. Let's see how the talks progress today. Discussions are still ongoing between the clubs." Manchester United have been linked with Sterling too, but when quizzed about the Red Devils' chances of securing his services, Gill reinforced the point that a move to Arsenal or a Chelsea stay is the likeliest outcome. Why Arsenal are considering Raheem Sterling move? Arteta has a lot of respect for Sterling and knows him well from their time together at Manchester City. Bringing Sterling to Arsenal could solve a current issue in the squad. The Gunners could definitely use more depth in their attacking options. Even Arsenal legend Ian Wright has been urging the club to bring in a forward before the transfer window shuts. Sterling has already proven himself in the Premier League, even if his time at Chelsea hasn't been as successful. He's won titles and was a goal machine at City. But there are some downsides to consider. Sterling doesn't exactly match the age profile Arsenal usually goes for, and his wage demands would be pretty steep. Edu responds to Aaron Ramsdale's departure. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Gaspar are on the hunt for a new goalkeeper at Arsenal. With Aaron Ramsdale set to make the move to Southampton, the Gunners are almost certain to need a new keeper before the summer transfer window shuts. Ramsdale is currently second choice behind David Raya at the Emirates Stadium and needs regular game time to advance in his career, which means he'll be heading out of North London. Right now, Ramsdale is Arsenal's only backup for Raya, so if he leaves, it's crucial for the club to bring in a replacement right away. Arsenal have been exploring several options and have been in discussions with 4 different goalkeepers to find a suitable Ramsdale replacement. Neto, the Bournemouth captain, has recently emerged as a strong candidate, and he seems to be the most likely to join the team at the Emirates. Details of Arsenal's deal to sign Neto. Arsenal have struck a deal with Neto, and he's all set to join the Gunners once Ramsdale's move is officially confirmed. According to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano on X, the agreement with Bournemouth has been finalized. Romano reports that Neto, the 35-year-old goalkeeper, will be coming to Arsenal on a 1-year loan with an option to buy, but there's no obligation to make the deal permanent. It's a straightforward loan, and Arsenal will cover Neto's entire salary during his time at the club. That said, Arsenal still have their eyes on Joan Garcia and would prefer to sign him if they can. What Neto deal tells Arsenal fans about plans for Joan Garcia? Garcia is Arsenal's top target to replace Ramsdale. However, it will not be easy for them to secure the 23-year-old signature today. Espanyol will not lower Garcia's asking price, which could prove an insurmountable hurdle for the Gunners. However, the Spaniard is clearly part of Arteta's long-term plan, and unlike Neto, he offers more than a stopgap solution to the club's goalkeeper woes. Part of the reason that Arsenal may be reluctant to immediately commit to signing Neto on a permanent basis, excluding a purchase obligation, hesitation from this initial loan deal could be because they hope to return for Garcia in a future window. Arsenal will still believe they can sign Kingsley Coman on transfer deadline day after agents' recent statement. Arsenal are still eyeing Bayern Munich's winger Kingsley Coman as the summer transfer window edges towards its deadline. Mikel Arteta is keeping his fingers crossed for a last-minute addition to boost Arsenal's attack before the transfer window closes. There are a few options Arteta could explore to strengthen this area of the squad. One name that's been popping up a lot is Kingsley Coman. It's clear that Coman is eager to move on from Bayern Munich, where he's been since 2015. Before his time in Germany, he made a name for himself with PSG and Juventus. The 28-year-old Frenchman has racked up an impressive collection of trophies with Bayern, including 8 Bundesliga titles and a Champions League. However, it looks like he's ready for a fresh challenge and has yet to prove himself in the Premier League. Kingsley Coman's agent speaks out amid Arsenal transfer links. The Gunners will likely face competition for Coman though, as Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal are also keen on the 57 cap France international. However, the attacker's agent, as quoted by transfer expert Fabrizio Romano on X, has now insisted that his client has not agreed a switch to the Gulf state. His agent said, "It's not true. Kingsley has not accepted any bid at this stage." Of course, this also means that the player has not agreed anything with Arsenal either. But it does indicate that there is still time to convince Coman to sign for the North London club before he commits himself elsewhere. Should Arsenal sign Kingsley Coman? While signing Coman could address one of Arteta's needs by giving Arsenal more options and competition on the wings, especially for Bukayo Saka, something Ian Wright says should be a big focus, there are a few reasons the club might want to think carefully before finalizing a deal. First off, Coman doesn't quite fit with Arsenal's usual strategy of targeting younger players with potential for growth. At 28, he's not exactly a player who's going to get significantly better. Additionally, there are some concerns about his performance. Coman isn't known for being a goal-scoring machine, and he might struggle to match Saka's impressive output if he were to replace him for a longer stretch. On top of that, he's likely to demand a hefty salary, and given his role and potential contributions, it might be hard to justify the expense. And to wrap up this news roundup, Arsenal has just faced an early setback with Mikel Marino, while Mikel Arteta confirms the injury timetable. Arsenal fans will have to be patient before seeing Mikel Marino in action for the Gunners after his transfer from Real Sociedad. Marino finally made his move to North London earlier this week, following months of speculation about the switch. After helping Spain win Euro 2024, Mikel Arteta and Edu were determined to get the deal done. Even though Marino has joined his new teammates in training, supporters will need to hang tight a bit longer before he makes his debut on the pitch. Mikel Marino suffers injury following Arsenal transfer. Arsenal's match against Brighton at the Emirates on Saturday will see one notable absentee, Mikel Marino. In his pre-match press conference, Arteta revealed that the 28-year-old midfielder is dealing with an injury and will be out for a few weeks. Marino picked up a shoulder injury during his first training session with the team, which means he'll be sidelined for a while. It's a tough break for both Arsenal and Marino, who was probably itching to get started after his transfer. Marino will definitely miss tomorrow's match against Brighton and has also been left out of the Spain squad for the international break. How quickly he recovers will be crucial as he aims to be fit for the North London Derby on September 15th in the Carabao Cup match against Bolton just 2 days later. After that, Arsenal will face Manchester City at the Etihad, and Marino will be eager to be involved in that big game. Arsenal fans will be hoping for a speedy recovery so they can see the 28-year-old in action as soon as possible. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.